So you're welcome to my healthy food place, where we share ideas and recipes on how you can stay healthy naturally. And then in today's life, I want to share something that a lot of us may have been missing out. It is now becoming obvious that most of the foods we consume as nuts or even seeds, throwing away the leaves and other parts of it, are not only edible, but most times they are even more dense nutritionally. And so today, I want to talk about the cashew nut, a popular nut that we all know about, and then the cashew leaves. I have the cashew nut here. It's known to every one of us. A lot of us are consuming it interchangeably with the peanuts, but many are not aware of the difference between this nut and the peanut or groundnut, as we popularly call it. And so the cashew nut is a very good source of healthy fats. When we are talking of healthy fats, it's a good source of healthy fats. It's also a brain food. It's a good source of magnesium for your heart. It's also a source of, may not be so significant, things like zinc. And so it is one of the foods that benefits those with high blood pressure, going by the nutrients. And so those who are avoiding peanut or groundnut because of blood pressure can also switch to this very nut. I'm talking of the cashew nut. The cashew nut also, not only does it benefit those with high blood pressure, it contains antimicrobial properties. Those who are going or facing yeast infection and other issues relating to too much bacterial infections and such things like that may benefit more from the cashews. Yes, it's a fruit I consume. It's part of the fruit I consume. Whatever is the negative side of it, it only comes up when you consume too much, though many of us occasionally do. But then, being a natural food, all you have to do is to stay away for a few days and the body will reset. We must take it in moderation. It's high in calorie. Don't have to take too much. Some people may be wondering, how many nuts should we take in a day? It depends on you and the exercises and other activities you engage on, how you burn the calorie. It depends on all of that. But that's not the real reason for this life. The real reason is the leaves. Now, we've been talking so much about the guava leaf. But even before now, a lot of us were consuming the guava fruit, just like the cashew. Remember, the cashew has its own fruit. Yes, the fruit itself, which is also a source of vitamin C. A lot of us may be familiar with the fruit, and this is the nut. Now, surprisingly also, the leaves is something I just started using a couple of days ago, and I thought it's important I carry us along also. Some of you may be having it in your premises, or not just that, some of you may already have access to it, but may be missing out. The cashew nut is also a very important medicinal herb that you should start to embrace, maybe after watching this live or being present here. The reason why do we have to include it? Because of its antiseptic, antimicrobial properties. And you may be wondering, how did you even get to know this? Now, before going to study or research or search for information on the cashew leaves, I had to test it. Now, it's one thing to read about something, hear about something. It's also another thing to test it out. Testing it out is very, very important, because it's only when you do that that you can, be able to say exactly the result you got by using it. And so what was the finding and how did I come about it? I'll tell us how it happened. Now, before you take any food, the first place that you need to do that gives your brain information or tells you that it's edible is when you smell it. Smell it. If you can smell it, if it does not smell bad, it's not repulsive, it doesn't smell toxic, it's not choking, it's friendly, if your body is telling you it's needed, my dear, go ahead and take it in moderation. And so I happened to test out this thing because I saw the tender plant, which already showed us a photo of it in the community post. Yes, you can also check it out. Now, or rather, I may also do it later for some of us to see. So I had to take a snapshot of it because it's a tender one. After looking at it and seeing how friendly and lovely it smells, I decided to begin to chew it. Honestly, the result I got since I started is amazing. I'm even going to chew this one here. I've been chewing little. If you're often attacked by bacteria, I'm going to chew it, swallow it, but because of the message, I'm just going to take it out. But I want you to see, it's not only edible, it's rich in antioxidants, inflammation fighting. It helps to reduce bacteria and parasites in your stomach. Those of you who are often complaining or having bacteria, and especially the older adults, we're often discouraged to reduce frequency of antibiotics. And this is one of the herbs that, if you have access, start to consume it in moderation. It's so friendly, stomach friendly. You do not have to take the over-matured leaf. Remember that some of the leaves have been standing for like 4 or 5 years. So you don't have to go for those ones when you want to chew it raw like this. You may go make tea out of it. And before you make the tea out of it, look at the leaves. Some of the leaves are often attacked by different diseases, just like the way we human beings, we suffer different diseases. As a matter of fact, I found out that most plants also have their own ailments also, things that attack them. And you can identify this from the way the leaf is. And so if you see that the leaf is not tender, or is having some patches, or it's already diseased, I do not suggest you should take it raw or even use it for tea. But you can start out if you want to eat it raw. If you want to eat it raw, look for the tender shoot. The ones that are still coming up. These are the best time when you are trying to consume any food as a raw food, like in the manner that I did with this one. I've been doing. You don't have to go for over-matured trees. You don't also have to go for the one that is too tender, just coming up. But once it has reached a certain stage, the nutrients that are needed, that we are looking for, may already have been there. I don't know. The place is getting darker and darker because of the weather. So maybe just round it up. And so it's about to rain now. That's exactly what I'm saying. Heavy one. It's going to be very, very heavy. And so that's why you can see the I want to use lights. What do you mean that? No.